The number of deaths caused by flooding and landslides in central Vietnam rose to 102 Monday night, with 26 still missing. The Central Steering Committee for Natural Disaster Prevention and Control says the three provinces with the highest loss of lives are Quang Tri with 48 people, Thua Thien-Hue with 27, and Quang Nam with 11. As of 4 p.m. Monday, Ha Tinh, Quang Binh and Quang Tri provinces had 166,780 households submerged in floodwaters, and 28,900 households with 90,900 residents had been evacuated. Water levels were rising fast in rivers flowing through Ha Tinh. At 3 p.m., the water level had gone past the highest danger level 3 by 0.5 meters at Ngan Sau River, near Chu Le Train Station. Water levels at the Ngan Pho and La rivers had reached danger level 1. At Kigo Reservoir in Ha Tinh, the water level had already peaked at around noon last Sunday, and it was currently discharging water at 940 cubic meter per second, m3 per second. The Ho Ho hydropower plant's reservoir was discharging water at 85 m3 per second, and that of the Huang Sun hydropower plant at 15 m3 per second. Other lakes in the area were also spilling over. Ha Tinh province has 28,418 households inundated, mainly in Ha Tinh town and Cam Chien, Thach Ha, Huang Ki and La Ha districts. Mai Van Minh, director of Quang Binh Province's Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, said flood waters were receding quite slowly Monday afternoon. Thien-Hue district, the area near Ngan River, is still heavily flooded. "We are focusing on relief for the people here and evacuating them according to plan," he said. At 4 p.m., water levels in Quang Nam River and La Thai district exceeded flood danger level 3 by 2.18 meters, 0.97 meters higher than the historic flooding peak in 1979. A similar situation prevailed at Ngan River and Thien-Hue district. The National Highway 1A section in Quang Binh Province and one part linking to Ho Chi Minh Highway were heavily flooded. In Quang Tri Province, 53,750 houses in the 9 districts of Huang Hoa, Dak Rong, Cam Lo, Dong Ha, Vinh Linh, Gio Linh, Quang Tri, Triu Phong and Hai Lang are inundated. As many as 11,083 households with more than 34,000 people have been evacuated. According to the National Center for Meteorological and Hydrological Forecasting, the heavy downpours are likely to continue until Wednesday. Natural disasters, mostly floods and landslides triggered by storms, killed 132 people and injured 207 in Vietnam last year. The bodies of 13 soldiers buried in a landslide in the central province of Quang Tri early Sunday have been found, as forces are rushing to find the missing ones. The Quang Tri incident is the third serious landslide that occurred in central Vietnam the past week, following torrential downpours. It hit at around 1 a.m. Sunday, when 22 soldiers at the Defense Economics Division 337 under the Military Region 4 were in 2 buildings at their barracks in Huang Phung Commune, Huang Hoa District. Hundreds of people joined rescue efforts from 2 a.m. and retrieved the 13 bodies by 5 p.m. 9 others are still missing. The landslide came a few days after another killed 13 members of a rescue team, mostly soldiers, that had been on its way to look for workers buried by a landslide in the neighboring province of Thua Thien-Hue. The first landslide, near the Rao Trang 3 hydropower plant, buried 17 workers, and only 2 bodies have been found. 2 rescue hotspots Lieutenant General Nguyen Don An, commander of Military Region 4 that oversees the central region, said that at the Rao Trang 3 hydropower plant, the maximum number of people and vehicles were being mobilized to clear Provincial Road 71, and find 15 people still reported missing. In addition to the rescue operations, we are also transporting food to isolated areas. 2 workers of the Rao Trang 3 plant were found in its reservoir, An said at a meeting with leaders of the Ministry of National Defense, Military Region 4 and Thua Thien-Hue Province, to discuss search and rescue work amidst the rains, floods and landslides that have hit central Vietnam, Thua Thien-Hue and Quang Tri Province in particular. An said heavy rains have been buffeting Thua Thien-Hue for the last 10 days. Water levels in the Bo River peaked at 5.24 meters at 12:05 a.m. on October 10, about 0.06 meters higher than the historic flooding peak in 1999. Landslides triggered by the floods have isolated 5 districts with over 20 communes. Phan Ngoc Tho, Thua Thien-Hue chairman, said that searching for workers of the Rao Trang 3 hydropower plant was the province's main task now, but this has been hampered over the last 2 days because of heavy rain. The Defense Ministry and Military Region 4 have sent people with technical experience to clear Road 71 because it is blocked with rocks the size of cars, he said. Deputy PM Trin Din Dung asked the army and police to coordinate with local authorities to find the fastest and shortest way to rescue the victims, noting that the main tasks are those in Rao Trang 3 and in Huang Hoa District, Quang Tri. Dung also requested local leaders, especially in Thua Thien-Hue and Quang Tri, to inspect dangerous places that are highly vulnerable to flooding and landslides, so as to evacuate people in time. He noted that both residential and work areas, including those of under-construction hydropower plants, were dangerous areas. The Rao Trang 3 hydropower plant is a construction in progress. If the construction had been completed, it would not have been so dangerous. Therefore, the task is to evacuate all the people from the dangerous areas, Dung said at the meeting. Ngan Sau, Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, said that downpours of historic proportions have hit 5 provinces from October 6 to 11. Quang Tri and Thua Thien-Hue have experienced heavy rains for 6 consecutive days, causing heavy flooding, especially in the area of the Thach Han and Bo rivers in Quang Tri and Thua Thien-Hue, respectively. Citing forecasts of heavy rains for another week, Huang said this historic flooding would inflict further serious damage on the central region. After 12 days of heavy rains, floods and landslides in central Vietnam, the death toll has reached 84 by Sunday evening, with 38 still missing. A memorial service was held Sunday morning in Thua Thien-Hue for the 13 officers and soldiers who lost their lives in a rescue mission due to a landslide near the Rao Trang 3 hydropower plant in the central province.